Hi everybody, welcome to Skips TV. You know, usually I do like a face shot of my video when I have done them, but now I'm just like, oh, laziness, I must put it somewhere. And that is my new spot, so this is where you will see me, except most of the time you will see me dressed. I am not dressed, as you may not have already noticed. But today I'm going to tell you a story about my experience with Dairy Queen. So the story could be like perceived as good or bad, I don't even know, but so yesterday I was just like watching TV, all happy, watching like Adventure Time, and like this commercial came on for Dairy Queen, and it's like, try our new Blizzard of the Month, and it's like Smartie and Brownie mixed together with soft serve ice cream, and I was just like, oh god, I actually love vanilla ice cream, whatever that is, and I love brownie, like the brownie ice cream they have and the Smartie ice cream. So I was just like, oh god, I'm gonna eat this and I'm just gonna be like, oh, yummy. So I'm like, oh god. So I told my mom, I'm like, yeah, so I'm going to Dairy Queen, and she's like, okay. So I'm just going there, and I'm just like, because I live like 2 blocks away, so I was just walking, I was all happy, and then I go up to the lady, and I'm just like, so yeah, like that delicious looking, you know, Smartie Brownie Blizzard up there, and her face was legit like this. What size would you like? I was like all creeped out because her face was all like, so I was just like, a small would be great, and she was like, okay, your photo is like $4.75 or whatever she said, and she was just like, she like I'm like reaching out to give her the money, and this is what she looks like. Thank you. And I was just like, oh god, stop it. She's like, here's your change. And I was just like, oh god. So I'm just waiting there for like ever. No, it was about 10 minutes, I would say. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm just like waiting for my ice cream to come. And like finally she gives it to me, and she's like, enjoy. And for some reason I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I feel like she like spat in it or pissed in it or something, because her face was like, enjoy it now. So I was like, oh, she's gonna pee in it. I think she just peed in it. And I'm just like hesitating to take a bite. I'm just like, when I finally do decide to take a bite though, I'm like all dramatic and like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, and I'm just moving the spoon towards me all dramatically, and like everybody around me is just looking at me like, I feel like she like, everybody was probably thinking like, I feel like she like escaped a mental institution, but no, everybody was just staring at me like, what the fuck is she doing? So I finally take my bite, and I'm like, oh, that tastes like Smarties and vanilla ice cream. There was no brownie in there, so it wasn't as beautiful as it. So I finally get a brownie piece, and I'm just like, oh god, it's gonna be so heavenly. And I'm just like, and I eat it, and I'm just so excited, and I'm like, I'm chewing it, and it's kind of crunchy, and I'm just like, I'm just creeped out because it was all crunchy, and it was nasty. So I'm like, I don't know, that I don't want to do any more of this. So I put it down, and then I'm like just like staring at it, and I'm like, I paid like $5 for that, I'm gonna eat it anyway. So then I take another bite of a brownie, like a different brownie, and oh my god, it was like heaven in a brownie bit that was like that big. I was like, oh my god, it was so good, like you wouldn't even believe. Like I was crying, like it was gooey, and it was like, shut up, but it was, oh god, it was so great. And then like I just ate the rest, and I was just like crying, and I'm like, how was that first bite so bad, and like the rest of it so heavenly great? So then, like, I went up to the lady, and I'm like, thanks for the ice cream, and she's like, she was all creeped out, because I went and said thanks to her, so she was like, you're welcome. And, like, I walked out, and then I was just like, rubbing my stomach, and I was like, oh, god, that was so great. I must go for another one soon. And that was my experience with a brownie blizzard. Well, brownie spider blizzard. Well, thanks for listening to my story. This is Skibbs TV. Subscribe, comment, just have fun with it. If you can hear that lawnmower, don't get pissed off at me. There's a lawnmower in my front yard. No, I am playing with my bracelet that's attached to my foot. You're wondering why I'm leaning down and doing that with my arm. So, you know what? Leave your comments down below in the comment section below. And do whatever you want, and you know what? Just have fun. And in other news, I was at my friend's house and burnt myself, and I have to take off my bandages. Guess what you guys gotta do? You guys gotta watch me take off band-aids. I can't take band-aids off from the life of me. Just put that. It's not bloody, it's covered. So it's not gonna kill anybody. And it had putty spoon on it. So we were cooking taquitos. I'm just gonna tell you the story of how I burnt myself. We were cooking taquitos, and I was really freaking excited, and I didn't realize the pan was that hot. And what I did was I placed my elbow, and I was just like, tss, and it was like, tss, but then I didn't realize I was burning myself, and because I have a really high pain tolerance, so I was just sitting there with a burning hot pan on my elbow. And then when I finally noticed that I was burning me, I was like, oh god, the pain, the agony. Then I lift it up and I look, and it's all bubbly, and it's and I'm just crying because I'm like, oh god, why? And I'm just and then it starts bubbling, and it just and then I had to get medical attention from a doctor guy because it was all And now, I'm going to show you a close-up of what it looks like. I have to pick up my camera anyway, so I'm going to show you guys a close-up of what it looks like. That's what my burn looks like. Okay, so, oh god, it's going to be like that for a minute. Okay, that's my finger, my pointer. In comparison, but I gotta go. Love you guys. Thanks for everything. Bye.